Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Armaggeddon Dota 2 Grand Slam Asia 2013 qualifiers for the other regions. No introduction needed for these two teams, but I'm going to give you one anyway. Oblique Gaming versus ATE, two powerhouses of the Indian Dota 2 scene right now, and they are going to battle it out for a chance to go to Singapore for those much coveted LAN finals. Oblique Gaming on the Dire side, ATE on the Radiant side. This is a best of 3 match, so stay tuned and get your popcorn, get whatever the hell you want, and sit your ass down on that chair. You need not leave the seat for the next 2.5 hours. Batrider and Lancer, the first two bans by Oblique Gaming on the Dire side. Magnus, the first ban by ATE. Let's see what they have in store for us. Now, Oblique Gaming having the first pick, I would expect them to get the Nyx Assassin. It's really dangerous to leave that Nyx in the pool, especially in Indian Dota. Most sides love that hero to death. Also gotta mention, Nyx Assassin plays right into the playstyle of ATE. That hero synergizes so well with them, so they're gonna be thinking this over really hard. Oblique Gaming, I gotta mention, did not hesitate at all to ban out those two heroes. Alright, for those of you that have tuned in just now, my name is CloudX. I am a shoutcaster for the Rapture Gaming Network as a guest shoutcaster here, and it's been an absolute pleasure being here all this time. Stay tuned for the best of 3 match today. After this, we're also going to give you an update on who won the other best of 3, that is Infamous versus Fuba. So there we go, the Shadow Demon banned by ATE, and instantly the Nyx Assassin not being left in the pool, gonna get picked up by Oblique Gaming. Now top tier heroes such as KOTL, Darkseer still in the pool. Let's see if ATE still want to go for those.
Radiant team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, so the Rubik gets picked up by ATE. Also, something really curious happened the other day. ATE did end up randoming their last hero versus, I believe that was team... Okay man, I can't remember who their opponents were, but they did beat a team with a random Huskar. Alright, so Lifestealer and TA getting picked up almost instantly. Lifestealer, one of Bendover's signature heroes, and that Templar Assassin definitely Crowley's signature hero. They're wasting no time, they're throwing out their picks. They look like they have a game plan coming into this one, and they're sparing no qualms at picking up their heroes. Keeper of the Light meanwhile has been picked up by ATE, gonna give them that added potential to turtle it out nicely.
10 seconds remaining.
I gotta say, ATE are looking a little bit flustered here by the pace of bans and picks that Oblique Gaming are dishing out. Darkseer is still in the pool should ATE require that strong off-lane hero, or even pitch Darkseer mid against the Templar Assassin, but no, it's gonna be the Bounty Hunter, and we're gonna see Insane playing that Bounty Hunter. Also, curious point out here, Pulse of Hell is the one doing the drafts, not Stefan the captain. It does make sense because Pulse of Hell did go to Malaysia with Oblique Gaming to participate in the Asia 2012. So he does know what Oblique Gaming likes to play, what kind of heroes they like to run. So it does make sense to put him as the drafter for this one. Queen of Pain gonna be the ban from Oblique Gaming here. They're gonna limit options for that mid solo to go up against that TA.
Team ban. Radiant team ban.
A big thank you to everyone that's tuned in for this game. I know it's Valentine's Day and all your girlfriends must be really mad at you, but mad props to you guys for tuning in. Luna the ban from Oblique Gaming, so limiting carry options now. Lone Druid banned by ATE, so limiting off-lane options there. There's a lot riding on the outcome of this best of 3 series. I'm sure both teams are itching to get their chance to play at those LAN finals in Singapore. Both sides captains have in fact mentioned that they have a 50-50 chance going into this game. I'm sure they're hiding something. That was just modesty. I'm pretty sure they have their own expectations of how this game's going to turn out. Also, I believe there is a little bit of rivalry and bad blood between these two teams. Despite how nice they may seem on the surface, you have not seen these two teams playing at a LAN event, and it is absolute carnage. They're just screaming, shouting throughout the game, and it's a real pleasure to watch from the spectator's point of view.
Dire team back.
Darks here gonna get that much deserved ban by ATE. Faceless Void gonna be banned by Oblique Gaming. So now carry options really limited for ATE. Wisp is still in the pool, and it's something that I've mentioned in all the previous casts as well. Indian teams and many South Asian teams such as Bangladesh and Sri Lanka don't really run that Wisp too often, at least not from what I've witnessed so far. Oblique Gaming does have that new player, that is Meredy, Smoking Skull aka Kakre. He does bring that. He plays a damn good Wisp. I'm just gonna say it straight off the bat. He plays an amazing Wisp, and they do have the options of running those Wisp tri-lanes and those Wisp strategies, but considering he is a recent addition to the team, they're probably not prepared enough to take it to them. And this is a bit of a surprise. Oblique Gaming gonna be picking up an anti-mage, not something that I would have expected. Now ATE, I'm pretty confident that this has thrown a wrench into their plans. They were not expecting Oblique Gaming to pick up something else that does resemble a hard carry, and they've gone and picked up the anti-mage. So they've got anti-mage, Lifestealer for late game control. They've got Templar Assassin and the Nyx Assassin for the early to mid game control. But team fight potential seems to be lacking. ATE on the other hand does have Bounty Hunter for that added bit of track goal to pile up in the early game and give them an advantage going into the mid game. Kotl is available for those blasts and to help them turtle it out nicely. Rubik meanwhile available for all round support. ATE, they're really flustered by this pickup. It's pretty evident here. 17 seconds in, I'm pretty sure they were aiming at picking up that anti-mage as their hard carry. Options now as hard carries, what I can think of from the top of my head, are Chaos Knight and Sven. 8 seconds left. Are they gonna random this again?
5 seconds remaining.
Nope, it's gonna be the Gyrocopter. I'm sorry about that. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't think of this. But Gyrocopter is something that Indian teams haven't picked up too often. We've seen a lot of European teams pick up the Gyrocopter even in the first 3, possibly even in the first pick on multiple occasions. But looks like India and South Asia hasn't caught up to that yet, or hasn't adapted their playstyle to that just yet, and they're gonna leave Gyrocopter right till the end. Lina the pickup from Oblique Gaming. Let's see what ATE has to pick up last. It seems that ATE would require a mid solo. I am assuming that Gyrocopter, I'm so sorry, my accent does come into play occasionally. 5 seconds left on normal time, 4 seconds in reserve time. I'm expecting them to pick up something like a mid solo. And there we see the Shadow Fiend. Their hands were tied. What did they do? Pick something out of the box. It's going to be the Shadow Fiend running the mid solo, and Pulse of Hell playing that Shadow Fiend. That's something that you really need to watch out for. Anyway, once again, as we jump into the game, this is CloudX from AFK Gaming, guest shoutcasting for the Rapture Gaming Network, the Armageddon Dota 2 Grand Slam semi-final game between ATE and Oblique Gaming. Big props to you guys for tuning in as well. ATE on the Radiant side, let's do a quick introduction. Gizmo playing the hard carry, that is the Gyrocopter. He switched to the position 1 role from the position 3. He's been doing a damn good job of it so far, I gotta say. Stefan, that is the captain, playing Keeper of the Light this game. Looks like Evil Ash, the recently added support or new player, is going to be playing that Rubik. Pulse of Hell going to be playing that Shadow Fiend, and he's going to be something to watch out for this game. And Insane going to be playing the Bounty Hunter. He has been known to play the off-lane solo for ATE regularly. Meanwhile, on the Dire side, we have Oblique Gaming with Bendover running the Lifestealer, Lackey running the Lina, Meredy, that is the new player, running the Nyx Assassin, Prophecy going to be playing the hard carry, Anti-Mage, and Crowley going to be playing that Templar Assassin. And this is, I've got to say, a little strange to say the least. Looking at their lineup, it looks like Anti-Mage is going to be running the safe lane solo. He's been pulled a set of tangos as well, and realizing this, ATE have predicted this. It seems they're going to be sending their tri-lane to the top lane, so Anti-Mage going to be shut down unless something is done, unless good ganks are made and rotations happen. Also, this 2-man gank combo is absolutely devastating. You need to watch out for Nyx and Lina making those smoke ganks early into the game, although it seems that they haven't picked up a level 1 smoke, which is something that they normally like to do. The first observer ward does get placed down here, blocking off the neutral camp. It's going to be just the Bounty Hunter, and well, there is a set of sentry wards on the Lina, so Bounty really needs to be careful. At the top lane, looks like Stefan's going to be placing the ward up the river to scout out the rune as well as possible ganks coming in from the top lane. Mid lane, TA versus Fiend, and Fiend looks like he might be in some trouble at level 1 from the get-go. Nice! Coming in with the open with the stuns, chaining up on him, and looks like Shadow Fiend might go down for the first blood. A couple of auto attacks from the TA. Will it clean up the job? No! Shadow Fiend on 10 HP, making a run for it, but TA following pursuit close behind, and Shadow Fiend forced to back off all the way out of lane. This might actually be worse than a death. He's gonna have to walk all the way back to base now, and then come back to the lane. He does have the goal to get a TP, so that might shave some points off his
Dire's top tower.
reaction time. Meanwhile, looks like there is going to be a lane swap. Looking at these tri-lane on top, Oblique Gaming going to rotate Lifestealer, Nyx Assassin and Lina all the way top, and Anti-Mage going to be walking all the way back to bottom lane to face off 1 versus 1 versus the Bounty Hunter. Top lane, is there going to be initiation? Lots of pings coming out as Lina and Nyx Assassin circle in around. Gizmo does have the flak cannons at level 1, so no homing missile just yet. The Caudal Blast completely whiffs. Looks like Crowley's going to be really pleased with the start that he's got at the middle lane. He's already picked up his bottle and it's going to be flying out to him in no time. Pulse of Hell might have a really hard time here going forward. Top lane, looks like there might be a fight breaking out here as the sentry ward about to get taken down. The blast completely destroys Lina and the Nyx Assassin here. The sentry ward does get dewarded, and there is an observer ward standing dab smack on the side of the lane here. So ATE going to be playing with a decent amount of vision on the sidelines, while Oblique Gaming going to be in the dark here. Back at middle lane, I wouldn't be surprised if Crowley picked up a kill on this Shadow Fiend sometime soon. No bottle up for him just yet. No bottle going to be coming out soon either. He's just at 86 gold and he's getting denied really hard. 9 for 3 in favor of the TA, who's dishing out a decent amount of damage with those side lanes as well. The pull does manage to get pulled off by Oblique Gaming at the top lane. There is no observer ward to block off this camp just yet. Doesn't look like they are going to be able to plant one down either. There is a sentry ward available on the Rubik should they need to make a go on this one. Pings coming out from Oblique Gaming. They realize that there is an observer ward as well as a sentry ward placed down here. Lina could possibly consider putting out the sentry ward right now and de-warding it. Although it seems they are hesitating quite a bit here. Not going to happen. Quick look at middle lane. Looks like Shadow Fiend's really going to get that delay on his bottle here. The courier hasn't been upgraded for either side just yet either. And finally we see the sentry ward getting placed down. Lina gonna de-ward the observer ward once again, placing both sides in the dark. And considering Oblique Gaming are on the safe lane, they're gonna have an advantage playing in the dark here. Both sides seem to be playing this rather passively. Apologize people, once again I forgot to shift the overlay. It's been done now. I'm a noob. Anyway, back at top lane, looks like there is going to be a pull happening. The Nyx Assassin going to be pulling the creep wave from the lane. Looks like he's going to try and get some more control on his side, and this is exactly what I was talking about. ATE have the disadvantage of playing in the dark, but Caudal Blast going to try and pick up these frags and clear the wave before the creep wave does get denied. And well, wow, a nice pick up by the Lina there. That last hit, I'm pretty sure it went Lina's way. Did get the kill on that troll. TA now with that bottle, gonna pick up the Invis rune, and still no bottle up for Pulse of Hell. He is getting shut down pretty damn hard. 7 for 2, while TA sitting at a staggering 21 for 9. Finally he gets the gold up for that bottle. Is he gonna call it out? No. It looks like the courier is heading down towards bottom lane, and Anti-Mage has done a decent job of shutting down the Bounty Hunter here as well. So ATE on the back foot, but 20 for 6. The farm does seem to be going in favor of the Bounty Hunter here. Anti-Mage only at 10 to 1. TA picks up the regen rune as well, so rune control definitely in her favor here. And oh man, Pulse of Hell needs to be careful. Boots have come up for the TA as well, so she's going to be able to position herself nicely to get those Psyblade hits in. 3 points in refraction, 1 point in Psyblade and 1 point in melt. Quick peek at Lifestealer. He's doing alright. He's at 17 for 3, but Gyrocopter at 20 for 5. This bottom lane looks like Prophecy's taken quite a beating now. He's out of consumables it seems. He's got that poor man shield as well as a quelling blade, but the phase boots has come up for the Bounty Hunter. That added bit of mobility in the lane going to be so useful at getting in those Janada hits onto that Anti-Mage. And he's dishing out a good amount of damage here. Oh man, Animage might be in a bit of trouble here as Insane does run out of mana. He's taken a beating himself. No consumables on either side. Animage isn't up to level 6 just yet, so he can't snipe off the Bounty Hunter too easily. Looks like Nyx Assassin has popped a smoke and made his way towards the middle lane, and little does he know there is a sentry ward as well as an observer ward scouting this out. So Shadow Fiend going to be relatively safe if he does pan his camera over here. And it looks like he has scouted this out, so he's going to be standing on the extremely safe side of this. TA does have the trap placed down as well, so ATE completely prepared going into this one. They've also realized that Nyx Assassin isn't in the lane, so they're going to be a little ballsy and make a go on this Lina. Lina doesn't look like she's going to be standing for too long. The light stack array completely whips, and finally first blood goes the way of ATE. However, at the middle lane, Shadow Fiend does eventually go down, so 1 for 1 up first blood, and Oblique Gaming, not lacking in skill, gonna pick up the counter kill almost immediately. That Shadow Fiend's been shut down so hard in the middle lane here. And I'm gonna say that trade is gonna still go Oblique Gaming's way. Shadow Fiend killed off in exchange for the support, despite first blood going the way of ATE. Looks like TA now with a double damage rune coming in from around. She's gonna pop off the trap, and looks like Kotl's gonna be the focus of this engagement as the double damage rune gets popped, and Kotl does go down. Looks like it might even be a death for Gizmo here, as Gizmo trying to run refraction with the double damage. So damn painful. Open wounds not available for another 13 seconds, but the trap does connect. TA, is she gonna actually go in for this one? No, she's gonna back off. Simultaneously at the bottom lane, it looks like Insane did pick up a solo kill on the anti-mage, so he's gonna have a decent chunk of experience gained from that one. Not something you get to see every day, an anti-mage on the hard lane solo. But he has got his regenerative item up now. He does have a ring of health available. Shadow Fiend, a quick look at him. He does have that bottle as well as those boots now, but he's already died. He's had one death to his name already. He's been shut down hard in terms of farm as well, and let's see if TA can pull out that blink dagger early. As we cross the 6-minute mark, it looks like ATE are the ones going to be refreshing their wards first. The first set of 6-minute observer wards does come up the slope at the middle lane, overlooking the rune and overlooking rather an offensive ward to set something up onto the TA. Meanwhile, a quick look at Oblique Gaming. I don't see the wards just yet, not in the courier either. So wards not available for Oblique Gaming just yet. Oh, scratch that. Looks like the wards have been dropped onto the TA, and once again ward getting placed on the rune side. Alright, looks like Bounty Hunter has hit that level 6. He is at level 8 now, so he's TP'd up to the top lane, and they're gonna try and make a go on these 3 here. If this gank is successful, ATE could well be sitting on a decent chunk of gold lead. Oh, Lina might just be in a little bit of trouble here. The track comes out, and Bounty Hunter gonna be chasing fast. One hit, the Janata hit does come off. Phase Boots is available. The Light Strike array does connect. No sentry wards available to scout him out just yet. So just gonna boil down as a little bit of a harass as the tri lane for Oblique Gaming is forced to back off. Shadow Fiend does pick up the haste rune as well and rotates in towards the top lane. So all 5 heroes up here for ATE. Bounty Hunter applying the pressure consistently. Lina looks like she might be the focus of this one. Bounty Hunter going to rotate back towards the middle lane. Templar Assassin, realizing that she has moved a little bit out of her league over here, is going to TP straight out. TPs into the top lane, picks up a kill on Siphon. The Keeper of the Light goes down. Evil Ash going to TP out in his face as Lifestealer trying to slow him down. Not going to work. 1-0 in favor of Oblique Gaming that trade, and they're going to be pleased with themselves as TA, of all the heroes, TA picked up that frag. 1300 gold up on her now with the phase boots and the bottle and the wand, getting closer to that dagger. Meanwhile, at the middle lane, looks like Pulse of Hell gonna try and pull his game back. So ATA are gonna be quite upset with that rotation, not getting much out of it, just a little bit of harass on the Lina. So Bounty Hunter wasting a lot of time up here. Meanwhile, back at middle lane, this time Pulse of Hell is not getting away. 1 hit, 2 hits, and he goes down, dominating Templar Assassin with 1600 gold now. Back at top lane, looks like Gizmo is completely out of position. He does manage to get the Rocket Barrage off. A nice spike carapace from the Nyx Assassin holds him in place, and he goes down. However, Lina does pick up a revenge kill. Bounty Hunter picks up 2 revenge kills on the Lina as well as the Nyx Assassin now, and looks like Lifestealer might be going down as well. The Quarter Blast does hit. Lifestealer, realizing that he can turn around and fight this one, does turn around, but He has been tracked. They have vision of him. He might be in trouble. TA now coming in with the Invis rune. Oh, she sees them both. Is she gonna make a go for them? Crowley, I know he's thinking it. Does he want to though? Nope, he's just gonna play it safe. He knows he has just a little bit more to go till that blink dagger. Gonna play safe just till then. Meanwhile, at bottom lane, looks like Anti-Mage has been doing a good job lapping up as much free farm as he can. 1300 gold on him, the poor man shield, the ring of health, and a set of boots on him as well. So he'll be quite pleased with the open space that he received. Alright, gotta point out by the way, it is Evil Ash's birthday today, so birthday wishes to him. Lifestealer, oh man, Lifestealer's gonna be out of position. The Janata hit the track, the telekinesis. Is he gonna get the time to rage? Yes, he does pop the rage. No infest available. He did just use it to take that creep. The Coral Blast not dealing damage since he was in magic immunity mode. Back at middle lane, Gizmo rotating into assist. Shadow Fiend gets some farm up, possibly even set up a kill on that TA. Doesn't look like an easy task. No point in homing missile, just the flak cannons and the rocket barrage. He's got his phase boots, he's got the ring of Aquila as well. So he's pretty much getting closer and closer to all his core items. Picking up a gloves of haste. Interesting choice of items here. Wonder if he's gonna go towards something like an armlet. Shadow Fiend finally picking up those sets of power treads. He does however leave the regeneration rune for the bounty hunter. Bounty hunter has the bottle as well, so it makes sense. Bend over on the top lane is getting closer and closer to that armlet as well. He's got phase boots as well as the magic stick up on him. Anti-Mage meanwhile has been completely left undisturbed. He's picked up a set of tranquil boots as well, so he's gonna have a nice time sitting in this lane for long. And no point in the homing missile. Prophecy is gonna boil down and walk up to his face and give him a couple of auto attacks with that mana break. TA now does have that blink dagger, so ATE need to be really careful and swift on their feet. No, it seems like Anti-Mage did also take down that tier 1 tower at bottom. I did miss that. It happened quite a while ago, considering he was at this part of the lane. So he's looking pretty damn fat now. 1700 gold up on him as well. For an off lane Anti-Mage, I've got to say that's pretty brilliant. Trying to set something up on the top lane, but those illuminate spams so annoying. There is a smoke available on the Keeper of the Light should they want to pop it and make something happen here. It looks like they might be thinking it, but I don't think they see too many heroes on the map apart from the Anti-Mage at bottom lane, who unfortunately hasn't been tracked yet by the bounty hunter. Quick look at the goal graph. 2000 in favor of the Dire, so Oblique Gaming sitting on a comfortable lead 13 minutes into the game. Experience as well, 3000 in their favor. So they're going to utilize this open space to farm as hard as and as fast as they can. Oh, Keeper of the Light, the Impale comes off. A boss comes out here. Looks like Crowley is lagging. Let's have a quick look at his ping. Yep, it seems he has shot up to 208 ping here. Looks like the resume calls are coming out. Let's see what's happening here. Yep, both sides ready to go. We are underway once again, and Keeper of the Light, is he gonna go down? Yep, the Lifestealer's coming with the open wounds in his face. The Vendetta hit, and Nyx Assassin picks up the kill. And to make things worse, they do devour the sentry as well. Oblique Gaming going to be absolutely pleased with themselves here. Track has been casted on the TA, so no cheeky moves going to be coming out from her anytime soon. But she is, however, going to pick up that double damage rune and replenish her bottle in the meantime. Top lane looks like Oblique Gaming are going to try and pressure this tier 1 tower. Ooh, that trap just counting out 3 heroes over there. TA was thinking it. I'm so sure Crowley was thinking of jumping in for that one, deciding to back off nice and sweet. Top lane, Oblique Gaming gonna try and pressure this tower and take it down. Meanwhile, at the middle lane, AT gonna try and make a trade happen here by trying to take down this tier 1 tower, but TA manning it up, rather womaning it up, and taking on the creeps, forcing ATE to back off.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Pings coming out of the bottom lane. Anti-Mage has just been free farming undisturbed here and pushing that lane. He's up to another 1100 gold, as well as a claymore, so that Battle Fury looking so close for him now. Nyx Assassin does pick up that set of arcane boots. Lina, however, has been playing quite the sacrificial role here. TA with the double damage rune goes on the middle lane onto the Shadow Fiend, a solo kill, but this might just be the death of her unless she can get the blink off. Only 2 charges on the magic stick, deciding to man it up, turn around with that double damage rune and pound away at the bounty hunter in his face. No windwalk available for him now. She blinks in past the melt hit, doing so much damage. Is she gonna get this kill? The phase boots, 1 hit, 2 hits with the refraction, and he goes down. Double kill for TA, and man, this is turning out to be a real mistake. They shouldn't have given him his signature hero, and he's proving them absolutely wrong. Bottom lane pings coming out. Gizmo, the trap goes off. Anti-mage gonna pound away. Is the mana void available? No, but the male hit, he does cancel the TP. Why would he cancel the TP? He's gonna go down. A kill going the way of Pat Crowley once again. Triple kill, sorry, wicked sick for him. He's gonna get another kill here as Rubik did TP in for the support the hit. That's a double kill there, and oh man, Shadow Fiend, to make matters worse, walks in as well. At the top lane it looks like someone did go down as well, and a team wipe. Godlike Templar Assassin, what the hell just happened?
Is how you lasted so long.
What the hell just happened? ATE just got team wiped by Oblique Gaming. That looked like absolute miscommunication and miscoordination. One after the other, they TP'd in, trying to take down this monster TA, who's now up to almost 3000 gold. At the top lane, it looked like Lina picked up the kill on Keeper of the Light, so that's going to be a tier 1 tower at top, which they did just pick up, possibly a tier 2 tower at the bottom end. Is Anti-Mage actually going to pressure the tier 1 tower at mid? No, doesn't look like it. He looks like he has way too little HP to do this. Oh man, that was absolutely stunning play by that TA, manning it up all in, balls out, jumping in onto that bounty hunter and setting up something amazing. Let's have a look at the gold graph after that exchange. 5000 in favor of Oblique Gaming. Experience darting 7500 their way, and I'm not even sure if all the kills have been reflected in that graph. Oh man, looks like that was Templar Assassin's Valentine's Day gift to Crowley. Back at top lane, Armlet has come out now for the Lifestealer. Looks like another set of items coming out. The Ogre Club, I'm gonna assume that is the Templar Assassin. Nope, she's still up to that 3k gold. So Ogre Club possibly gonna be for the Anti-Mage? Is that Anti-Mage? No, he's just got his Battle Fury. Whose Ogre Club is that? Oops, that's Bend Over. So yep, that is the Lifestealer with the Ogre Club coming out now. ATE gonna be flustered by that one, and they're gonna know that TA needs to be shut down now, and shut down fast. 3100, talk about snowballing out of control. The smoke has been popped by ATE. 2 heroes standing as bait on the middle lane. TA, I'm pretty sure Crowley's gonna fall for this one. He is known to make those suicidal plays, jumping in with that early advantage. Let's see if he does decide to get another kill on Pulse of Hell. The trap gets popped, 2 traps get popped, and he's gonna back off. There is a sentry ward in the lane, but it's not his. A 3rd trap gets popped as Gizmo shows himself, and now he's gonna be rethinking his decision to jump in. Oh man, looks like the tone of this game has suddenly mellowed down as ATE now grouping up, completely flustered, not able to make any pickoffs just yet. That smoke was a failed smoke as well, so they look absolutely confused here. The Hand of Vedas has come up on the gyrocopter, so sorry, gyrocopter. I'm gonna try and correct myself every time I say it wrong. Bounty Hunter looks like he's building towards those drums of endurance, but is he gonna get them in time? Top lane, Lifestealer gonna back off just in time. He's picked up the Ogre Club. I'm really curious to see what he's gonna build from this one. I wonder if it's gonna be a second BKB, considering ATE has no spells that go through that BKB, or rather that magic immunity. Well, they've got the call down, which does apply the set a little bit of slow. It's about 50 and 20% slow. So yeah, roughly 60% with the diminishing return slow. But I don't think that's enough to shut down a Rage and BKB Lifestealer. Prophecy now with that Battle Fury gonna apply so much split push pressure on this bottom lane. Yep, there you have it. The farmman experience slowly drifting away from ATE. 7,500 gold in their favor and 10,000 experience in favor of Oblique Gaming. Pulse of Hell trying to salvage whatever creeps and farm that he can get here. TA popping off those traps just as a warning shot to ATE, keeping them under complete pressure. Mind games, I've got to say, to the next level. Nyx Assassin with the gem, gonna sit around and babysit the anti-mage, possibly set up a kill for him as well. And leech a little bit of experience for himself at the same time. 15 seconds till he gets the vendetta. Once again, pings coming out. Looks like Oblique Gaming has scouted them out, making a move with that trap. Smoke has been popped by ATE. And oh man, I really don't like the look of that. Desolator coming out for the Templar Assassin. So 19 minutes in, Desolator, Blink Dagger, Phase Boots for the TA. And oh man, these squishies are going to be getting cut down so hard. Looks like it's going to be the Sanj for Bend Over, not the second BKB.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This push relentless from Oblique Gaming. They're going to try and take 2 towers and possibly give away the one at bottom. ATE not exactly in a position to defend their towers here. TP is coming in. That's going to be the Life Stealer TPing in on their face. And oh man, before he can pop the Rage, you're in a lot of trouble here. Pops the Rage straight onto the Shadow Fiend. Who can I kill? Shadow Fiend, it seems. Infest right into the Nyx Assassin. Beautiful play there as Nyx Assassin makes a run for it. But Crowley coming in here to clean up the mess. Picks up a kill on the TA. Pops off the refraction. Keeper of the Light does pick up a kill on the Life Stealer ATE. Looks like they might be turning it around, but no. The Shadow Fiend goes down. The Lanaya goes down as well, but now Anti-Mage trying to pick up some more kills for himself. Spike Carapace double kill for Insane, and I don't even know how they've done this one. Nyx Assassin trying to come back into this battle. Lina going so far in, not able to pick up a kill. Triple kill for the Bounty Hunter, and this is beautiful play by ATE. I have no idea how the hell they've managed to do this, but they've actually managed to clutch a battle from this one. Ultra kill for the Bounty Hunter now. And all those track kills gonna be piling up. Anti-Mage comes back in and he's taking a beating once again. He might be going down. He blinks away to safety, but is it gonna be enough? Yes it is, and holy shit, ATE showing that they aren't out of this one just yet, turning the tide back in their favor through sheer superior positioning. Oblique Gaming would have possibly done well to pressure out the mid and bottom while that was happening and not take the fight to ATE. Little did they know that things would go so bad and the shit would hit the fan so quickly.
Aya's bottom tower is under attack.
Middle lane looks like Bendover might be in a little bit of trouble here, but no, the telekinesis not in range, so he's gonna be okay. ATE wasting no time, grouping up once again, gonna try and force another team fight, pushing down the middle lane, but no, they're just gonna leave the creep wave with that momentum, try and push down that tower itself, or at least damage it a little bit. A quick look at this Lina. She has picked up those arcane boots as well as the magic wand now. Recipe is out at least. Observer wards once again, trying to light up the map. Has placed down 2 sets of observer wards around the Rosh pit. They realize that it is about that time when Roshan would be the focus of either side's engagement. Quick look at Gizmo. He is building towards that BKB, which I think the Templar Assassin might have done well to get for herself as well. Curiously though, no pipes up on Oblique Gaming. Ideally you'd want to get a pipe up when you're pushing in against the Keeper of the Light, for the sole reason that those Illuminate spams keep those creep waves at bay. So you pipe your creeps, you walk in with all your heroes and take the fight up the slope or even at the tower, under the tier 2 tower belly. But doesn't look like Oblique Gaming are going to be building a pipe anytime soon. I don't see it up on the Nyx Assassin. I don't see it building on the Lina either. And well, this is something you don't get to see too often. Sanjay Yasha seems to be the item of choice for Life Stealer here. Not something you get to see too much in competitive games. Quick look at the goal graph after that fight. 7,500 still in dire territory, but that upward spike definitely there. But it seems like Oblique Gaming are once again taking the advantage in terms of farm. They're farming up the map nicely with that mobility from anti-mage as well as the life stealer eating away at that top lane, while ATE seem to be grouping up and moving around, not making things happen. Experience again after that spike has started moving downwards again into Oblique Gaming territory, 12,000 in their favor, so they're sitting in a comfortable lead. However, that last battle seemed like a little bit of a threat to them, and they'll be rethinking their moves after that one. Alright, it looks like Oblique Gaming realizing that they can't sit around idle, have popped the smoke, gonna try and make something happen here. Is it gonna be a Roshan attempt? Nope, it looks like they are gonna move into enemy territory, heading towards the bottom lane it would seem. Pings coming out, 4 heroes for 8E, grouping up on top, just providing that added bit of cover for Gizmo to farm up. Oh, there is a sentry wall. They did scout out the smoked up heroes here, and Lina has been tracked, and well, so much for that smoke gank. It pretty much failed. Quick look at anti-mage. He's picked up a Yasha as well, so ATE really need to make something happen here. Shadow Fiend has not picked up his BKB just yet. Nothing on the courier either for him, so his effectiveness is going to be relatively capped. I gotta say, ATE has made a had made a lot of space after taking down that tier 1 tower there. Should possibly be looking to group up and catch off the stragglers here, such as the Templar Assassin now on the top lane. They do have a decent chunk of vision on their side of the map. They're trying to get their carries farmed up harder, but I wonder if that's the right decision. We'll know soon, as Gizmo has picked up that BKB, gonna give him that opportunity to stand and man up and fight in those battles. Oh, looks like the Roshan attempt gonna be sneakily done by Oblique Gaming. Are they actually going to pull this off? It doesn't look like ATE even has the time to react for this, as Roshan is getting chopped down with that minus armor. The Aegis of the Immortal does go to bend over now, so Lifestealer can afford to be jumping in like he did the last time. Completed Sanjay Yasha up on him as well. Pulse of Hell being absolutely cautious here, jumping right into the tree line. Crowley meanwhile making his way towards the bottom lane. There is a life stealer sitting inside her belly as well. So looks like the Valentine's Day love is depicting in game as well. Alright, ATE, is it? Here we go. Are we gonna see something? A big fight here. Looks like TA is gonna stand right in their faces and pound away at the creep wave. The creep wave has disintegrated with those Psy Blades and that Desolator. This tier 2 tower looks like it might go down uncontested. But no, the Caudal Blast is going to be such a pain to deal with. This is exactly that moment where you require that pipe. Pipe up your creeps, continue to pound away at this tower. But Nyx Assassin going to be a pain in the butt, popping that Spike Carapace and getting KOTL down to almost half HP. All TA blinks in with the Life Stealer in her belly, and Shadow Fiend disintegrates. Oblique Gaming once again in front. That Caudal Blast with the Shadow Fiend ulti doing a decent chunk of damage, however. So a kill and a tier 2 tower. They're going to be pleased with themselves as Prophecy continues to apply pressure to that middle lane, and looks like Gizmo in a bit of trouble here. But no, Prophecy, he might be the one in trouble. He blinks away, but just barely. Is he going to make it out the trap? The blink from the Rubik. Rubik did manage to steal the blink. Is chasing past for the anti-mage. Anti-mage blinks out, avoids just one last hit auto attack, but no. Looks like Rubik is going to blink past and kill him off, but no. Templar Assassin has jumped into the battle as well. Picks up a kill on Gizmo, so the carry goes down for ATE, and Crowley, OG, looking in a good position here to take this tier 2 tower as well. And who better to take that last hit than Crowley, who does now have a completed BKB, so he's going to be manning it up, not like he isn't already, standing right in their faces, pounding away, and unfortunately looks like Gizmo didn't get an opportunity to pop off his BKB in that battle. Still up to a good 10-second duration though. The goal graph showing a considerable lead in terms of the dial. 12,000 in their favor, experience 15,000 in their favor. But I wonder if that's the real situation here. ATE are looking to be on the back foot here, but they seem to be doing okay in those 4-man, 5-man team fights. The last one did go a little bit awry. They're going to take this tier 1 tower now, or are they, as Oblique Gaming not gonna let this go without a fight. They've come back into it, and looks like Shadow Fiend gonna get cut down in a matter of seconds as Lina picks it up with the Laguna Blade. Oh man, Rubik, he does have the blink available. No, he stole the Laguna Blade, but he is gonna go down without getting an opportunity to cast it. And Templar Assassin now still chasing forward. Keep of the Light has been slowed with the trap. 3 auto attacks and he goes down. Double kill for the Templar Assassin, and so much for that. ATE once again on the extreme back foot as Gizmo, Insane gonna get taken down as well. The gem is available on the next assassin. Triple kill for the Templar Assassin. 2200 gold, and that should be a completed Crystallis for her as well. Oblique Gaming might look like they have this one in the bag. Let's see if they can push up the slope now and take a tier 3 tower and possibly more. 13 seconds and the KOTL is back out again. Gizmo the only one alive just now. He does have that BKB, pops off the homing missile. TA standing on the front lines, cast, pounding away at that tier 3 tower, taking a missile to the face as well. Flak Cannon is trying to clear out the creeps. Meanwhile at the top lane, Anti-Mage with that completed Manta style gonna push down the last remaining exterior tower for ATE, thus opening up so much space.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Lifestealer picking up a Basher as well. It's gonna fly out to him on the courier just in a bit. That once that Abyssal Blade is up, it doesn't matter how many BKBs ATE has, they're still gonna have that disable to go through. Ghost Scepters might be the flavor of the month for ATE, considering a lot of the damage coming out from OG is physical. That said, there is a Lina there with that overgrown chunk of spell damage to punish them for possible Ghost Scepter use. Pings coming out, they know the Sentry Ward is there, they've dewarded it. Nyx Assassin pops the Vendetta, leaves nothing to chance and backs off. There is a Sentry Ward placed in the lane by ATE, but it's not going to be successful as Oblique Gaming opting to play this one safe. Haste and double damage up on the Templar Assassin. They really need to make something go of this one. BKB is available as well. The Refraction gets popped, and that's a bonus 338 damage. Oh man, she's gonna do it. She's gonna blink in a one auto attack. She gets lifted into the air. The BKB not popped just yet. Is she gonna pop it? Is she gonna pop it? Yes, she does. The meld hits not coming out just yet, and Insane might be in a bit of trouble here. Is he gonna go down? Nyx Assassin does pick up a kill on the Keeper of the Light. However, it's just gonna be the one kill. Oh, Gizmo, you're in a bad position here. The meld hit picking up the kill as Templar Assassin goes on a mega kill spree. Crystallis is available on her as well, and this should be an easy tier 3 tower. However, there is no creep wave here, so they are backdooring. The backdoor regen has kicked in. Finally the BKB comes out for the Shadow Fiend, but I'm gonna say it's a little too late here. Infest into the Templar Assassin. Expect some big plays happening here. Here we go, the TA trap does get popped off. TA blinks in the open wounds from the Lifestealer who was sitting inside her belly. Sets up for an easy kill here. The Laguna Blade whacking down Pulse of Hell right to almost 0 HP, forcing him back to his fountain, and this should be the tier 3 tower as Anti-Mage religiously continues to pound away at it. The tower goes down, the racks go down in a matter of seconds as well. TA blinking in once again, the meld hit, another hit coming out on the Keeper of the Light, and this should be it. The bottom racks do go down rather easily, I've got to say, and middle racks don't look like they're going to stand for too long either. 4200 gold up on the Anti-Mage. What are they going to do even if they do defend this one? The call down looks like they're trying to set something up. The BKB does get popped by the Lifestealer. They're going to try and make a go here, and well, looks like they're going to turn back around. Gizmo taking 3 hits to the face. Unstoppable Crowley is going to take another kill on the Shadow Fiend, and this is it as ATE completely evaporates. Triple kill once again for Crowley. The buyback from the Bounty Hunter, but looks like the GG hasn't been called just yet by ATE. They're going to fight this one to the death. True sportsmanship by them being shown here. The mid-racks goes down, and the gold graph now convincingly 20,000 in their favor. Experience another 30,000 as well. Track gets popped onto the TA. There is a gem still available on the Nyx Assassin here, so Bounty Hunter might not be as safe as he thinks he is, although looks like Crowley might be in trouble here. Does back off however eventually as Nyx Lifestealer throws himself in the way to try and defend this. He's getting really close to that completed Abyssal Blade as well. I'm curious to see what Anti-Mage opted for. He's picked up a Sacred Relic. Is this gonna be a Divine Rapier? He's gonna man. Yeah! Looks like Anti-Mage is gonna man it up. We have a man in the house. picking up a divine rapier here, and almost instantly the GG. Apologies, man. Prophecy, you're not gonna get a chance to use this one. Looks like ATE will throw in the towel, and we are going to the next game. Stay tuned, guys. Game 2 coming up shortly.